Today, the High Court in Pretoria set to hear arguments by lawyers of former President Jacob Zuma to appeal its decision to send him back to prison. Zuma's allies say the courts are being used as political tools to try and destroy him. This is after the High Court set aside his medical parole on Wednesday. It ruled that the former Correctional Services Commissioner, Fraser, granted that parole unlawfully, and his intervention undermined the Constitution. Zuma and the Correctional Services Department, are now set to appeal that ruling. We'll begin this hour with this report now from Karinda, Jagmohan, who takes a look at the preceding events.
On July 7th, supporters of Jacob Zuma rallied around his home in Nkandla, promising to defend the former president from being jailed.
We are fundamentally opposed to the imprisonment of President Zuma, and we will oppose that imprisonment with every possible legal means. We do not want to see violence. We do not want to see instability. We will not stoke violence and instability, but we will continue to oppose his imprisonment to the hilt.
But at midnight, Zuma was taken from his home to the Escort Correctional Services Center, where a bed at the newly refurbished hospital wing awaited him. Zuma was sentenced to 15 months in jail for defying a constitutional court order to testify at the State Capture Commission about alleged corruption during his tenure as president. In the aftermath of his arrest, deadly protests and looting engulfed his home province of KwaZulu-Natal. The violence soon spread to the country's economic hub of Gauteng. More than 300 people died, and the economy suffered billions of rands in losses. On September 5th, former Correctional Services Commissioner Fraser granted Zuma's medical parole, apparently due to ill health. This was among Fraser's last decisions as commissioner. On Wednesday morning, the North Gauteng High Court described his decision as irrational and unlawful. Zuma has been ordered to return to jail, but the time frame for this is unclear, and Zuma has lodged an application to appeal the decision almost immediately. His supporters are lashing out at the judiciary once again.
To say that the time that he has spent on medical parole must not be added on his sentence, it shows the anger at which the courts are towards President Jacob Zuma. It shows that these courts, the suspicion that they are being used as a political machinery to destroy President Jacob Zuma.
They vow to do what's necessary to prevent Zuma from returning to jail.
As defenders of President Jacob Zuma and those who believe in his ideology and who supports him, will go all out to stir the masses, to call upon them to stand up and defend democracy and fight by all means necessary to have him released. Any means that is legal must be used. Any means that is allowed within a democratic dispensation, masses must rise and defend this democracy.
The police service is yet to give any details of its preparedness to react to protests that may erupt. Meanwhile, the Correctional Services Department has also signaled its intention to appeal the decision. It believes another court may arrive at a different conclusion. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Karinda Jagmohan in Durban.